Mental elevation, t-shirt line, mental elevation, feeding the blind. Wake up. Welcome to another message from the streets. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Today's topic is ignorance isn't prejudice or colorblind. So what do I mean by that? Well, some people on this planet in different nationalities, ethnic groups, religious systems, political systems think that they have a coin over being preferred than other people when they are in a state of ignorance. What is that ignorance? Prejudice, racism. And that is straight ignorance because we're dealing with a lower vibration of consciousness. We're dealing with darkness. We're dealing with hatred. We're dealing with intolerance. And there is no way that you can convince me that you can be of this particular type of mindset and you are a preferred individual in the higher schemes of things. May you be Jewish, Muslims, Christians, Democrats, Republicans, so-called Europeans, so-called blacks, so-called Egyptologists, so-called whoever you want to be, with the Asian dynasties, so forth and so on. So many people are stuck in the past and cannot calculate or calibrate that those things happen for a reason and they got us where we are today. Now, we can't change the past, but most definitely we can work on today, which will be planting the seeds for tomorrow. Most people think that they have some type of divine connection, so forth and so on. I'm not saying that there's not a birthright or there's not certain type of things that are inherited to people because of what their foreparents done. But the way that things are looking these days, people had took these things and manipulated them and even deceived their own people to thinking that they're so much better than other people because of their pigmentation. That's ignorance. May you be melanin excessive or recessive. May you be from Europe or from Africa. May you be from what is identified as the Americas or from the dynasties in Asia. Right now today, those things are foundations so we can utilize them to make a better presence and future. But most people have done, because they are following the lead of the leaders, which I will go straight up and say they are reptilians. And what do I mean by reptilian? Do I mean that they like snake people? No, I'm talking about snakish and serpentine in their consciousness, putting forth a false narrative to confuse the people, to have the people going left when they're doing the flea flicker and they're going right. So they are playing a master game of psychology on the masses of people. But you know what? Those big heads that's doing that, the world leaders, the 13 families, and those that are associated and connected with them, and those that help feed their agendas, they're doing what they do. But the thing is that the people have fallen into the trap. You know, the people on the low part of the totem pole of society have the nerve to despise and hate other people without cause that are in the same predicament that they are in, because they have drank the Kool-Aid. They have drank the Trump juice. They have drank the juice of democracy, that which is hypocrisy. They got the majority of people all over the planet intoxicating, falling out the who? The American. Not saying that there's not no so-called good Americans, European Caucasians, so-called black, so-called Asians, so-called Latinos, Hispanic, Mexicans, so forth and so on. There are good people in all nationalities, but there's a group of people out here that is putting the screws to people, and you know what? They started with that indoctrination system that we call education. They done led us astray since youth, telling us lies on top of lies and even more lies. And then you know what we do? We don't do no homework. We don't do no research. And that's what we do. We go in the traditions and the ritualistic behavior of those that came before us and lie to our children and say, oh, it's just something for kids. If you lying, you lying. If you say you believe in a higher power or a creator, that which is, divine presence or operation, how could you even put your lies in the midst of that? And I'm not even going to go into some of the things that they connected to, in depth or meticulously, but I'm just going to put out there some of these holidays that they have associated with divine order, but all the time they're paganistic in origin. And we say, we tell our children these lies instead of saying, you know what, this day, this going on, so forth and so on, and tell them the truth about it. Because for real, all these days, these holidays, Memorial Day, Christmas, 4th of July, it's about commerce. It's about the economy. And that's all it's about. They don't care about you, your children, or your children's children, because the ones that got the bread, they on the move. And you know what they on the move to? They trying to get up off this rock and try to get to another rock. Hey, is that going to happen? I don't know. But I'm telling you, that's what they doing. That's why they exploring. That's why technology coming. Why? And certain teachers just say, man, in the last days or the end of the cycle, man, so much knowledge and information going to be vast. People going to be doing whatever they want to do. They're not going to have no respect of, certain universal divine laws or cosmic laws. They're going to do everything against humanity. They're going to do what they want to do, and information going to keep coming. Children going to keep on getting more intelligent, and they're going to keep on being fed the falsehood to put them in a carnal distress, where as though there is no possibility of escape. So once again, topic of the day is that ignorance isn't colorblind. Ignorance isn't colorblind, or it doesn't have a respect of person. That's what the topic is based around. So if you think that because you got a lock on life because of your certain nationality, or you had certain type of descent or blood or melon, wake up. It's all about here. Get your mind straight. Get your mental straight, and then you can graduate to the next level and get your spiritual consciousness straight. Some people mental only go to the ceiling, and that's where it goes to, because if they can't identify with their five senses, they deny it exists. That's their choice. I'm not rocking like that. Because you know what, we got an imagination. Where do our imagination come from? Where did this stuff come from that I'm utilizing right now? It came out of the mind, came out of the ethers, came from another plane of existence that already existed before it got here. But you don't want to identify that only in your secret groups, where you keep the masses blind under these rituals and these ceremonial sacrifices that you do. Ladies and gentlemen, got to my time. I ain't want to stay very long on the topic, but thanks for tuning in. Remember, live your life on purpose, with purpose, because life is all purpose, peace, love, and grace to all humanity. Praise him to raise them.